1 cent soon is what I'm going to call this video. And we are going to be talking about that in this video. First of all, welcome to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to yet another update on Luna Classic. And if you already know this channel, and I know a lot of you actually come back for these Luna Classic updates, then you can skip this part because I have talked about Luna Classic reaching 1 cent or 10 cents quite a lot. Did I say $1 in the beginning of the video? I meant 1 cent because I think that's the most interesting question to talk about right now. So that's what we're going to do. Can Luna Classic actually reach 1 cent? Which from where we are right now would be a 20 times, all right, 20 times this, so 20 times the market cap. Around the 60 billion market cap would get us there. All right, and that's not completely true. Don't get mad yet, because if you burn supply, then you need less market cap to actually get there, obviously. So that's what you get. That's what you would need right now. So my main idea behind whether it's possible to reach 1 cent or even 10 cents or even $1 is yes, it is possible, but it's possible over the long term. Over the short term, I think it's impossible. I really think it's impossible. I almost think it's impossible to reach 0.1 cents if there's no burn rate yet. All right, the most important thing for Luna Classic right now is that burn tax and how many exchanges are going to implement that. Because the formula basically is like this: if you have that burn tax and you have a very high volume of Luna Classic, you're going to burn through circulating supply really quickly. All right. And the volume right now is absolutely amazing at 3.2 billion. We haven't seen that volume for Luna Classic in a very long time. I mean, we didn't even have that volume a lot of the times when it was just Luna. Which, I mean, I remember those days. It's tough to see what happened. But let's zoom into now. I mean, we haven't seen these volumes in a very long time as well. So if you have that volume together with the burn tax, you're going to burn through supply, and you will need you will need way less market cap to actually get to 1 cent. All right, and then it might actually be realistic. I think you need to burn through a lot of supply though, and that's why I say over the long term it's possible, short term it's impossible. And with long term I mean at least 4 or 5 months, guys. To be honest, it's going to take some time, and the toughest thing is probably to keep the community tight and to keep the momentum. All right, and not sell. Because that's the main thing. The price of Luna Classic is supply and demand. If the whole community doesn't sell and the demand kind of stays the same or goes up, well, then you're going to see an increase in price. So I think it's possible. I think it's going to be very hard though. All right, and this volume, we're not going to keep this volume up. All right, we're just not. Maybe we're going to keep at 1 billion, but I think this is going to drop down over time to 500 million. 500 million is still enough to burn away enough supply to get to 1 cent, I think, over the long term. But you should know that, all right? This is impossible to keep. You can definitely quote me on that. So what we said yesterday is that we would probably drop down and kind of consolidate on top of 40,000, 41,000. And then I said in the video, I added my price target between 50,000 and 55,000. Which was a very broad key area, all right? Usually I don't try to do that. In the end, we found the resistance at 55,000. And by the way, if you don't believe me, you can always check my past analysis, all right? So to me, I mean, first of all, I mean, this momentum is amazing. Let's see if we can actually draw a fib that makes sense. Yeah, like this. So to me, I mean, we got this support level under us, obviously, like from 48,000 to 50,000. This is the first support level, and then under there we have kind of around 45 and 42,000 again. So to me, it's basically two things that can happen. All right, our main price target right now is 65,000. Maybe we'll find some resistance at 60,000, but 65,000 is actually a major resistance level. There are a lot of fibs that I deleted coming together at that level. So keep an eye out for that. I think we're going to reach that, but there are two ways in which we can. First of all, if we can stay above 48,000 for the next like 48 hours, or if we just break above 55,000, we're going up there. All right, that's the first scenario. I don't think it's the most likely scenario. I think it's more likely, but I could be I'm probably wrong about this, but something like this just seems like the more likely scenario. right, that it's going to take a little bit longer, because sometimes you just need to take a little bit of a longer pause, something like this. And this wasn't really a pause, right? This was just a couple of hours. So I think something like this is more likely, but I do still think we're going to reach that next price target at 65,000. So that's my take right now on Luna Classic and an analysis. If you do want to discuss that, or if you have any questions, feel free to do so in the comments. But for now, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening. I want to wish you all a great day, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Take care today.